rhetorical thing because players have to find a little bit more. Second half, afresh. 0-0 where we are. Everything that was good in the first half.
Come on for Celtic. They needed to change something. Qadmه is off, so too is Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. And I mentioned it gets us underway. What a 45 minutes this is for both these teams. Celtic will play again during the week. They face Aberdeen. And then, just as the fixture gods have deemed it, a Scottish Cup tie back here at Ibrox next week.
Martin O'Neill, that after managing Celtic in this spell, he feels about 100. Well, he'll certainly feel 100. Pressure, isn't he? That's Ryan Adiri just chasing down. But Celtic have now got a better grip of the game in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Just with ball retention, the energy range.
Toonakti back. Negron. Toonakti back onto Negron. Celtic's top goal scorer into Rio Hatate.
Shot from distance, but that all comes from Yusuf Chermiti trying a flick in the middle of the pitch that he does not need to do. And third goal.
Scales is calling for it to be played in, but Celtic building. Hatate, get over, thinks about the shot. Is there some mixing? Well, Toonakti trying to press. Still going, opens up, it's low, it was blocked. Sterling got the first touch. Sustained pressure from Celtic, can it yield something? Lovely chip back, there's the header, and that's the experienced young man.
Well, boy, did they need that. It's brilliant patient play from Celtic. Rangers look so ragged, so disjointed, they can't get the ball clear. They're slashing at things, but Celtic have retained their composure. It's a lovely little...
Well, you mentioned it, third goal was going to be absolutely vital for the state of this game.
And the subs have had a huge impact. Rio Hatate has given them control in midfield, his assurance on the ball.
Against Rangers, with Martin O'Neill at the helm, has brought them within a goal of...
Celtic have controlled that middle of the pitch a little bit better than what they did in the first half. So the race that's presented to him.
Celtic looking stronger. Fernandez wins the challenge. Rohit will gather. And Celtic will get things moving quickly. Opportunity to float it into the middle. And Rohit taking a chance against Moore. Toonakti swings it in. Chance for Maida.
I think he takes a step in front of John Suter, gets into his eye line, and as the cross is about to happen, he just steps off the back of him. There's not a lot of pace on the cross. He has to try and generate the pace from his head.
Into the final quarter of the match we go. He's stunned if we've seen the last of the scoring.
So there's a new thing in the first half.
Here comes Maida. So Alex Ferguson, of course, former Rangers player. Enjoying the scoreline, if not the performance in this second half. Tierney into the middle, Negron with a header.
You can't help but think if Celtic get the next goal, Paul, they could easily go on and win the game, which you wouldn't have said that at half.
Goes past Kasama. But one, here is Kasama's first involvement in the action. Fourth appearance against Celtic, looking for his first goal.
During the season, didn't he, from this kind of angle? I thought Luke McCowan...
His last 7 starts, Benjamin Negron. Toonakti, you'd think it is... And some cuts. Can Negron deliver for Celtic? Benjamin Negron. Celtic. Can't they find that second goal? Rangers have lost 2 goals in each of the last 2 Scottish Premiership matches. Sebastian Tounekti, Negron, there's a man waiting out wide. Here's the opportunity, it's Luke McCowan.
During the week after they played Stuttgart, he said if they're on the game, nobody can touch him. Well, that was the moment for him to deliver. It's set up.
That could be, but Celtic will think it's just a sign of things to come. Toonakti, Suter takes him down, yellow card. Player in the book, but he read the danger and decided seeing yellow was acceptable.
Well, it was cynical and he had to make it. Celtic are just outnumbering Rangers in midfield. The wide players have been much more productive than what they were in the first half. They're driving at Rangers.
Trying to continue. Suter goes down, breaks for Negron. There's a man out wide. Here's the opportunity. Tounekti tries to drag it wide. That's good defending, Dujon Sterling. And the ball is eventually out.
Tounekti, when the ball comes to him, he always wants to come inside on his right foot, open the goal up for himself. Got to say, Gassama probably does well just to block that off. And once he goes outside, Dujon Sterling, great physical presence, forgets the ball, just goes body, uses his power, just manages to see the ball out of play. Actually, do you know what? I think it's a corner.
To the area, it's in there now. Dane Murray got a good header away. Tounekti wasn't convinced the first time, but won it. And Sarachi tries to play it across, looking for Dazan Maida. Scales. Tounekti. McCowan comes back inside onto Liam Scales. Lifted out wide, Tounekti again. Sterling comes out, whipped across, down on the chest by McGregor.
This is unbelievable goalkeeping from Jack Butland. Incredible goalkeeping.
Not impressed, but I think it's the right call.
It is the right call. Clearly, he doesn't mean it, it's not deliberate. However, he doesn't mean to do it, but his body's bigger, stops the ball getting in the net. So yes, penalty kick.
Well, here's the opportunity. Rangers are not happy, but the penalty's been given. Celtic after last season, and used off the bench quite recently. But now it comes to 5 additional minutes, and as the game in hand, with a 5-point gap. Sterling goes down, that's a foul. And that was poor. Fernandez. But it all comes to an end at Ibrox. At half-time, you would have put your house. The handshakes are largely coming. You can understand. You don't want to be picking up any stupid red cards. Mikey Moores might be in trouble there. You can see David McGeechy coming on. Spats breaking out. It might boil over to next week. Chugwani doing the right thing. Toji Chugwani offering the hand of friendship. But these Celtic players and Martin O'Neill, this will feel like a victory in many ways.